just their lives, but their existence. The dilemma weighed heavily on every mind and soul aboard. As tension thickened, Lena's compass suddenly displayed an unfamiliar symbol, radiating a cool blue luminescence. This new glyph seemed to unlock additional data on the star map, revealing alternate routes and subtle shifts previously obscured. It was a clue, and perhaps a key, to navigating the chaotic currents ahead. Without warning, Kale vanished from view, leaving only an empty echo in the corridor. Moments later, he reappeared dazed, his memories fragmented and tinged with images from an alternate timeline of their journey. His brief absence cast a shadow of dread across the crew, signaling the anomaly's unpredictable reach. Myerk assembled the fragmented clues and proposed a disturbing theory. The anomaly fractured time itself into parallel streams, each threatening to overwrite their singular reality. The fabric of their existence might be unraveling, replaced by alternate versions slipping into their world. This revelation heightened the urgency of their mission. The ship's interiors convulsed in impossible ways. Corridors bent and merged, walls twisted in fractal patterns that defied logic and physics. Stepping through doorways felt like traversing shifting gateways between moments, each more disorienting than the last. Lena clung tightly to the ancient compass as it projected a star map that began to stabilize amid the chaos. The shifting lines slowly formed a coherent path, signaling a tenuous safe route through the temporal labyrinth. With cautious hope, they prepared to follow the compass's new guidance. Kale's voice grew urgent as he warned them all. They needed to act fast before their identities started blending with alternate versions of themselves. The risk of losing one's sense of self became more than theory, it was a looming reality. Time was slipping away faster than they dared imagine. Synchronizing their irregularly ticking watches, the crew set a coordinated countdown to time their leap through the heart of the anomaly. Each second carried immense weight as they prepared for a maneuver that could either save them or condemn their existence. The tension was palpable, the silence before the storm absolute. An intense surge erupted, flinging the ship forward through a kaleidoscopic storm of temporal fragments. Past, present, and future flickered wildly in the vessel's hull, a dizzying swirl of moments collapsing and rebounding against the hull. Every fiber of the crew's being was tested, as reality itself seemed to fracture around them. Through the chaos, Myerk managed to stabilize a core device, harnessing the anomaly's restless energy into a controlled rift. The ship sagged under the power as the device pulled a steady stream of quantum force into the breach they sought to create. This fragile control was their best hope for escape. Gazing through the rift, the crew caught a glimpse of a future warped nearly beyond recognition, the world they knew altered and broken. Silent cities, strange skies, and unfamiliar stars haunted the vision, a warning of what might come if their mission failed. The weight of their task was written in those fleeting images. Resolute, Lena vowed to preserve their reality by recalibrating the compass, using it to reverse the anomaly's relentless corruption. She studied the device closely, deciphering subtle fluctuations and guiding the adjustment with careful precision. The path to salvation depended on her success. Kale readied the ship for the upcoming temporal burst, a critical surge of energy needed to close the rift safely. Every system was checked and reinforced, his mechanical arm humming as it prepared to deliver the final pulse. The crew steeled themselves for what was to come, trusting each other implicitly. As the crew initiated their plan, the anomaly reacted violently, thrashing unpredictably against their intervention. The ship trembled and groaned beneath the strain, the very fabric of space-time shuddering in resistance. They braced for impact, hearts pounding with both fear and determination. The ancient compass blazed white-hot, pouring radiant waves through the vessel's structure that rippled like sonic pulses. Its light illuminated every corner, combating the darkness of temporal distortion with fierce brilliance. This surge of power was both a beacon and a shield against the unfolding chaos. Time itself began to mend around them. The star maps ceased their erratic shifts, freezing into stable and familiar patterns once more. The pervasive sense of fracture lifted slowly, the corridor of uncertainty gradually solidifying into clarity. Relief began to replace the dread that had gripped the crew. Lena expertly maneuvered the ship through the anomaly's now calm heart, racing against the imminent collapse of overlapping timelines. Every star and coordinate aligned as they sailed through the fragile corridor, the compass guiding like a steadfast ancient guardian. Each second was a victory in preserving their reality. Myrick tracked the crew's vital signs against the backdrop of fading distortions, confirming the singular reality strand remained intact. His relief was tempered by cautious vigilance, knowing the anomaly's effects could still surprise them. The crew's unity and endurance had preserved more than just their lives, they had preserved existence itself. Kale activated the final pulse from his mechanical arm, a surge of energy designed to seal the rift once and for all. The ship vibrated as the breach closed, the infinite fracturing of time snapping back into a singular flow. Their ordeal was ending, though shadowed by mysteries yet unrevealed. The anomaly finally collapsed in on itself, disappearing like a fading shadow. Outside the observatory's viewport, the stars shimmered steadily, undisturbed for the first time in weeks. Lena's gaze fixed on the holographic compass resting on the table as its glow softened to a gentle pulse. The device's dim light signified that the chaotic flux of time had balanced once more. Kale and Dr. Myrick exchanged relieved glances, their synchronized watches clicking with steady, even ticks after the previous irregularities. The certainty of normal time flow reassured them both. Back inside the observatory, the star